you should have studied the Rebellion text a little harder.
Oh man, any movie that lets you see Sean Penn walk around with a massive erection is a good time in my book. Yeah, as far as the messaging goes in this movie, and let's face it, there's a lot of it, I think Sean Penn could have portrayed an unredeemable racist sergeant without, you know, that. That's the main downside to One Battle After Another. It has a big statement, and the portrayal of that statement leads to a bit of a pacing issue. The intro, if anything, is not messing about. We have immigrant camps being raided, buildings blowing up, outright cities going dark, by the hands of the far-left group, the French 77, so if you're a fan of that and cool nicknames like Jungle Pussy, this should set the right tone. Only thing is, when the plot really gets going, essentially the aftermath, it doesn't quite stick the landing. The middle part ends up being the best part. It fully has your attention, but a somewhat choppy intro and a slightly problematic climax holds it back from being the perfect movie that some call this. I sense division among the community here. I got a feeling anybody who likes it or doesn't like it is gonna supposedly be that way for one of two reasons. But in the same way, Damien Leone kept politics out of Terrifier to the anger of somebody, I don't see why a review on YouTube can't be the same. The plot mainly focuses on DiCaprio's ghetto Pat Callahan and his daughter Charlene, who upon becoming a paranoid drug addict living in a sanctuary city, Sean Penn's Colonel Lockjaw, yes, Lockjaw, is out to hunt them down to do away with, let's say, unfinished business. Like I said, Sean Penn's first scene, the erection bit, it did seem a bit odd upon first viewing, but as the movie plays out, it does define his character. I wouldn't say the best character in the movie, more like one note, intentionally deplorable, but like most Sean Penn performances, the acting is on par. He does do a good job mixing being unlikable with comedy. That part is well done to a surprising extent, but I'd say it's DiCaprio who really nails the humor. Him as a washed-up drug addict is beyond hilarious, commonly going on about things that don't matter, occasionally being overly excited, is basically how he stays most of the movie, but I don't have an issue with that. He is the highlight, that's undeniable, but nobody here is putting in a half-assed effort. Teyana Taylor surprisingly doesn't get a lot of screen time, though it's still really damn good, and Chase Infiniti puts in what I would call one hell of a debut. Just think about that as a first acting gig. It's not bad. My favorite though is gonna have to be Benicio del Toro's Sergio San Carlos, a scene-stealing, badass karate teacher. Again, not a lot of him, but he has this perfect demeanored vibe, and to bounce off of DiCaprio's stressed out tone. I love seeing them both on screen, and they don't share one moment that wasn't fantastic. I gotta give credit to the music score too, especially the piano that plays throughout. It's a really nice touch, but you knew it was coming. This is overrated. The pacing is the main issue, the beginning and end are problematic, and it's not for the same reasons. The intro comes down to being too rushed, and that's an odd thing to say, given this movie almost hits 3 hours, but I don't know, maybe go for Avatar length? It's like it needed more development, opposed to just cutting to DiCaprio as a drug addict. And while it does keep up and keep you invested from that point on, I don't know if it has the most satisfying climax.
I raised an a-hole!
It doesn't bear a spoiler section, just a few questionable choices, a couple confusing moments of convenience, and an ending that I would say is just okay. You get the idea Paul Thomas Anderson really wanted to make this kind of movie and relied too heavily on the script. I don't like saying that, as he does make really good movies, but not perfection. It's perfectly enjoyable, and there's plenty of twists thrown in to keep you in it, but a few scenes needed a bit more attention. I see a lot of praise going toward the amazing action set pieces. Not sure what that's about either. They're fine, but not exactly transcending. So in the end, we have a really well-acted movie with an engaging narrative that can't quite stick the landing. The message being so heavy-handed does affect the intro, I'm not gonna deny that. At the end of the day, it's still a movie. What's good is really, really good, and what's problematic could, I guess, be clarified as unexpected, in a good day. It depends on how you look at it. If you're a fan of the film's message, it's going to be a big factor, but 10 out of 10, definitely an exaggeration. So let me know what you thought about one battle after another down in the comments. If that isn't an issue, please share this, hit the like button, consider subscribing down below. And if you don't hit the bell to get notified, then guess what? You won't. YouTube is not recommending shit. I'm the analyst, and remember kids, a non-biased review is the best review, because otherwise, it's not legit.